So, guys, we have the 2011 edition of SummerSlam. Just went off the air. And, it was an interesting SummerSlam to say the least. I mean, there were times that it was good. There was some good stuff there. Then there was stuff that it just dragged on for a while. And then, a surprise ending that I'm sure you guys have already heard by now. And it was just an interesting night to say the least. Let's start it off. We actually had a 6-man tag team match between Rey Mysterio, John Morrison, and Kofi Kingston versus The Miz, R-Truth, and Alberto Del Rio. This was actually a pretty good match. To me, it was one of the best matches of the night. It was a pretty good 6-man tag match. They got a good amount of time. I believe they got like 10 or 11 minutes, possibly, during this match. It was good. Rey Mysterio hits the 619 on... Who did he hit it on? I think he hit it on R-Truth. Yeah, R-Truth got up there and got the win. 1, 2, 3, your winners. John Morrison, John Morrison, Kofi Kingston, and Rey Mysterio. I think this whole point to me, the Rey Mysterio winning, was because remember, guys, tomorrow night on Raw, Rey Mysterio is the #1 contender for the WWE Championship. So, they probably want to, pump up to believe, okay, Rey Mysterio can be WWE Champion. Whatever. And then we had the next match. We had Sheamus, the Celtic Warrior fella, versus Mark Henry, and this was actually for a match with two big guys. This was a pretty enjoyable match. I thought this was a pretty good match. It was good. It wasn't amazing, but it was good. Some good spot. One in particular, Mark Henry grabs Sheamus and kind of bumps him in the turnbuckle, and then bumps him through the barricade, where the fans sit, whatever. And Mark Henry lands on top of him. The ref is counting. Mark Henry's in the ring. Right before the ref counts to 9, Sheamus starting getting up. You'll see he's about to get to the ring, but it's too little, too late. Mark Henry wins via count out, and I don't know what's going to happen with Sheamus. Maybe he could, go for, maybe face Cody Rhodes or something for the Intercontinental title. But, it's simple and it's easy to see that WWE is pushing Mark Henry and they're making him seem like a freaking monster and just a big beast that seems like can't be stopped. Then we had a performance from CeeLo Green. He sung the theme song for SummerSlam, the big city, and then he sang the "fuck you," except for it was "f you," he would say, because it's PG. He came out there singing with the Bellas. We're dancing with, and all along with Alicia Fox and Rosa Mendez. Yeah. The crowd was dead. CeeLo Green looked like he came from a freaking Baptist church or something, but, he was just... The crowd wasn't... You could tell the crowd wasn't too into performance. And before I mentioned, too, the national anthem, it was not sung. It was just some guy playing a guitar. I feel like an American. So anyway, then we had the Divas match. We had Kelly versus Beth Phoenix. These ladies, Beth Phoenix had Natalya by her side. Kelly had Eve Torres in her corner. This was actually good because they actually had time in this match. Instead of having a typical 30-second to like freaking 3-minute match, this was actually got a lot of time. This actually got like, I want to say, this also got like around, I think, like 10 or 11 minutes. For a while it looked like, Beth Phoenix was getting buried, whatever, and then, Beth started beating down on Kelly. And at one point, Kelly's like slamming Beth Phoenix's face to the canvas and just screaming. I was like, wow, Kelly has lost her mind, a freaking little Barbie doll. And then, Beth looks like she's in control. She's about to hit the Glam Slam. Then Kelly rolls her up. 1, 2, 3. Your winner, and still, Divas champion, Kelly. Then we got, oh man, we had a backstage segment with was R-Truth. He was with Jimmy Hart, and it actually was going pretty good. It was actually a pretty good, funny segment. Till, R-Truth was starting to say, wait a minute, your name's Jimmy. You little Jimmy. Where are the little Jimmys? Jimmy Hart just ran off. And then we said, why is everybody looking at me crazy? Then he looks at Ron Artest, Lakers star Ron Artest, or should I say what is it? Something World Peace, Meta World Peace, and then that was just interesting. Yeah. Then we have Wade Barrett versus Daniel Bryan. This was actually pretty good. Let's see, wait, Daniel Bryan, Wade Barrett. It was okay. I was surprised by the outcome. Daniel Bryan hit the bell lock. Wade Barrett got out of it. Wade Barrett hits the Wasteland. 1, 2, 3. Your winner, Wade Barrett. I'm surprised Wade Barrett actually, to be honest with you, won. It seems like for a while that Wade Barrett hasn't won on pay-per-view, and he won cleanly too, pretty much too. So, Then we had the World Championship match. Randy Orton versus Christian. Christian comes out there, cutting a promo saying that, because remember, it's no hold barred. And he said, oh, this is my buddy right here, my best friend, Edge. And Edge comes out. He gets a huge pop. Edge comes out with the short hair. And Edge says, he starts saying that Christian's a wimp, that, Edge has done really some bad things in the ring, whatever, but not as low as Christian, and blah, blah, blah. And then he basically said, I'm not going to help you, and you're my best friend, and I'll always love you, whatever. And then Edge leaves, so Christian's on his own. Christian versus Randy Orton. This was a good match. This was an enjoyable, fun match. This was more freaking hardcore than Hardcore Justice right here. You had freaking tables. You had some kendo sticks. You almost had Gatorade. You had steel steps. You had this. You had steel chair. I mean, this was just out of control. They were at one point brawling in the stands. This was just a ground fight, and this was enjoyable and fun to watch. I didn't like the fact that Christian. This was me being a Christian fan. Christian was thrown around like a rag doll for most of the match, and then, Randy Orton hits the RKO on the steel steps from, Christian, and, Randy Orton earlier in the match hit a RKO to this table. The announce table actually broke this time around, but anyway, Randy Orton pins Christian. 1, 2, 3. Your winner and new for now, I believe, the 9th time world champion, Randy Orton. So then we have the main event. And by the way, too, before I go to the main event, earlier that night we had a backstage segment with CM Punk and Stephanie McMahon. And Stephanie wanted to shake CM Punk's hand. CM Punk said, I know where that hand's been. I cracked up freaking laughing. First of all, Stephanie looked good. But I just cracked up laughing right there. Just freaking, oh man, non-PG joke. So then we have CM Punk versus John Cena, of course. Triple H being a special guest referee. Triple H surprised me. He actually did a pretty good job calling this down the middle. At one point, both these guys are about to get counted out. Triple H brings them both in the ring, basically saying, all right, we need a winner here. And then just a bunch of good spots here. CM Punk hits the go to sleep on John Cena. He kicked out. John Cena hits the attitude adjustment. Punk kicked out. STF, Anaconda Vice, you name it. They just went all out here. To me, it was a good match. I don't think as good as Money in the Bank, but still it was a good match. CM Punk hits the go to sleep on Cena. Cena's under the ropes. Triple H doesn't see it. 1, 2, 3, your winner, and I guess you could say still WWE Champion CM Punk. He leaves with the Undisputed Championship. However, Triple H leaves the ring. Look who comes out. Big Daddy Diesel. Kevin Nash comes out, hits the jackknife powerbomb on CM Punk, and then just leaves. Triple H is on shock, literally about to go after him. Then comes out Alberto Del Rio. That's right, Alberto Del Rio, who was in the first match of the night, comes out with his Money in the Bank briefcase, gets the referee, ref calls the bell, does a drop kick to CM Punk, pins him. 1, 2, 3, and your winner and new WWE Champion, Alberto Del Rio. His destiny has been made. Alberto Del Rio's destiny has been made and left SummerSlam with the WWE Championship. So, yeah, crazy ending. You could ask anyone. You could ask Patrick, freaking Spinnernet, wrestling guy, all the guys that was in Skype call with Kuda. I mean, we just freaked out there. But I don't know what you guys think. This was just a crazy ending. Just a crazy weekend all together in the YWC, and then we have this pay-per-view, and then the ending was just. I don't know what you guys think. I'm signing out. Just. Feedaholics.